Here's a question. What if you could predict the fate of a relationship with over 90% accuracy based on a few specific behaviors? And better yet, what if you could learn those behaviors and use them to build a relationship that's resilient, meaningful, and full of love? Today, we're exploring the 7 Principles for Making Marriage Work by Dr. John Gottman, a book that has transformed the way we understand relationships and offers practical tools for building lasting love. Gottman's work isn't just theory. It's based on decades of research and real-world observations of couples. By the end of this video, you'll understand key principles that can make or break a relationship and get practical steps to apply these insights in your own life. Before we dive in, if you're interested in improving your relationships, personal growth, and becoming a better partner, hit that subscribe button. Here, we're all about giving you tools to live a happier, more fulfilling life. Principle 1. Enhance your love maps. The first principle, enhance your love maps, is all about deep knowledge and understanding. A love map is essentially your mental knowledge of your partner's inner world, their dreams, fears, struggles, and memories. According to Gottman, couples who build these maps tend to feel closer, more connected, and better prepared to weather life's challenges together. Think about it. Do you know what your partner is stressed about at work? Do you know their current goals or what makes them happiest? The goal here is to dig deeper and understand not just their likes and dislikes but their core motivations and aspirations. Start by asking open-ended questions that invite meaningful conversations rather than short answers. Ask them about something you don't know. What's something you've wanted to do recently that you haven't shared with me? Or what's been your biggest source of stress lately? Make a habit of checking in with each other, even if it's just a weekly catch-up to share things you've learned. This keeps your love maps current and your connection strong. Principle 2. Nurture fondness and admiration. Next, let's talk about nurturing fondness and admiration, arguably one of the most vital aspects of a healthy relationship. Fondness is about appreciating your partner, not just for what they do, but for who they are. This goes beyond superficial compliments and taps into respect, affection, and gratitude. In Gottman's research, couples who genuinely like each other, who think positively about each other even in stressful times, tend to stay together. Why? Because fondness and admiration create an emotional foundation that keeps the relationship steady. When you look for the good in your partner, you're essentially building a positive perspective that strengthens the relationship. Try a gratitude journal exercise. Write down 3 things you admire about your partner each day for a week. It could be as simple as their patience, kindness, or humor. Then, tell them. Sharing your appreciation regularly creates a cycle of positivity and deepens emotional intimacy. Imagine the difference between a couple where each partner acknowledges the good in each other, versus one where they only bring up what's wrong. It's a huge shift in energy, and it makes the tough times easier to navigate. Principle 3. Turn toward each other instead of away. Gottman found that every day, couples have countless bids for connection, small moments when one partner tries to connect, even subtly. These can be as simple as a partner saying, "Listen to this song I heard today," or mentioning something that happened at work. How you respond to these bids matters immensely. Turning toward each other is about noticing these bids and showing that you care. When your partner opens up, even in small ways, and you respond with attention and empathy, you're adding emotional currency to what Gottman calls your emotional bank account. Over time, these positive interactions build a reserve that helps couples handle conflicts better. For one day, try actively turning toward each bid your partner makes. If they tell a small story, ask questions. If they look stressed, ask how you can support them. These small interactions add up, building a buffer of goodwill that protects the relationship. Imagine your partner mentions a problem at work. Instead of brushing it off, ask, "That sounds tough, how are you feeling about it?" Simple moments of connection like this build trust and emotional intimacy. Principle 4. Let your partner influence you. Now, this principle is a bit more surprising but incredibly important. Let your partner influence you. This means valuing each other's input and being open to compromise. Gottman found that in stable relationships, both partners are willing to listen to each other and consider each other's opinions, especially when making decisions. Research shows that men, in particular, can struggle with this as they're often raised to prioritize control. However, it's essential for both partners to allow each other's views and needs to impact their decisions. Let's say you want to take a trip to the mountains, but your partner would prefer a beach vacation. Instead of insisting on what you want, engage in a conversation where both of you feel heard and appreciated. When you're in a disagreement, ask yourself, am I truly listening, or just waiting to respond? This shift in mindset allows both partners to feel valued and reduces tension. The next time you make a joint decision, pause and genuinely consider their viewpoint, even if you initially disagree. Mutual respect and openness to influence make relationships stronger and build trust. Principle 5. Solve your solvable problems. Gottman differentiates between solvable and perpetual problems. Solvable problems are specific, situational issues that can be resolved through open communication. It's common for minor annoyances, like forgetting household chores, to escalate if left unresolved. Here's a 5-step approach Gottman recommends for addressing solvable problems constructively. Soften startup. Approach the issue calmly and use I statements, such as I feel overwhelmed when I come home to a cluttered space. Make and accept repair attempts. If tension builds, take a break or make a humorous comment to diffuse the situation. Self-soothing. Before discussing, calm yourself if needed. When you're relaxed, you're more likely to be constructive. Compromise. Look for a solution that considers both perspectives. Be tolerant of each other's faults. Understand that your partner has quirks, just as you do. Choosing tolerance can make life and your relationship a lot easier. Let's say you're frustrated because your partner keeps forgetting to pick up groceries. Instead of expressing anger, try calmly bringing it up. I appreciate it when you help with groceries, it makes our week easier. Constructive language can make all the difference. Principle 6. Overcome gridlock. Some issues don't have simple solutions. These are often deeply rooted in personal values or lifelong dreams, like where to live, having children, or core beliefs. Gottman calls these gridlock issues, and they're often the toughest to navigate. To overcome gridlock, it's crucial to explore the underlying meaning behind your partner's stance. For example, maybe one of you dreams of living abroad for a few years, while the other craves stability. Instead of trying to win, dig into the reasons behind each stance. It's not about one person getting their way, it's about respecting and acknowledging each other's dreams. Approach gridlock issues by asking your partner, why is this so important to you? Show them you respect their perspective. This might not instantly resolve the issue, but it can reduce tension and create empathy. Are there any gridlock issues in your relationship? Take time to understand why they matter to your partner. This doesn't mean you'll agree, but it builds a foundation of respect. Principle 7. Create shared meaning. The final principle, creating shared meaning, is about building a shared life vision. It's the glue that keeps relationships together, turning them into a true partnership. Shared meaning involves everything from family traditions and rituals to life values and goals. Couples with shared meaning often feel more fulfilled, connected, and aligned. Creating shared meaning doesn't have to be grand. It can be a regular weekly ritual, like a Sunday morning breakfast together, volunteering as a couple, or even working toward a shared financial goal. These shared experiences and goals create a relationship identity that deepens over time. Start a new ritual or goal together this week. It could be a simple tradition, like a weekly walk, a new fitness goal, or planning a future trip. Building shared experiences fosters connection and strengthens your relationship identity. To recap, Gottman's 7 principles are a roadmap for relationship success. 1. Enhance your love maps. 2. Nurture fondness and admiration. 3. Turn toward each other. 4. Let your partner influence you. 5. Solve solvable problems. 6. Overcome gridlock. And 7. Create shared meaning. Following these principles can make a huge difference in the quality of your relationship, helping it grow resilient, meaningful, and full of love. Building a strong relationship isn't about grand gestures. It's about small, intentional acts of love every single day. By consistently applying these principles, you're creating a foundation of trust, respect, and connection. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in more ways to improve your relationships and mindset, check out our video on Reprogram Your Brain in 7 Days by Joe Dispenza. It's packed with insights on reshaping your habits and thought patterns, which can have a powerful impact on all areas of your life, including your relationships. And don't forget to subscribe if you found this helpful. Give this video a thumbs up and drop a comment below. Let us know which of these relationship principles you'll be applying, or share any advice that's worked for you. See you in the next video.